This is a Miller Nitro 2275 HT. Starting on driver's side, basically we just have the 3 to 4 inch receiver bracket mounted on the proper points that you should have measured out already. The 6 inch extensions with the folding bracket. Note that they're kind of angled backwards as if they were following the row already. That's to allow it to fold. The first, second, and third are identical. And then this one here closest to the folding joint, where it's going to stick out beyond once it's folded up, has this guy here. It should be just as it is in that picture. So looking at it from behind, they're all mounted on the rear of the boom here on the extension. And then you've got this L bracket coming out. See if I can get it. There we go. L bracket that comes out straight back on the inside, so that as it folds up and around, that L bracket will stop it from folding around and going into your sprayer. So now I'm going to step around to the front side for the primary boom. So now extending out the front, on the driver's side of this sprayer, it's just a standard extension coming straight out, 6 inch. That'll hang down outside of the tire, out back. As we come in, this is a 13 inch extension. The larger brackets, the 5 to 6 inches here. And we will then just come straight out with that extension, just like that. Same thing all the way in on the driver's side, just the 13 inch extensions. The hoses are just the 36s on the direct mounts, 42s on this side on the 13 inch extensions. For the front, we've got this C-channel extension that just mounts on where your U-bolt, where your wet boom is normally. So you just unbolt that, put the C-channel on there. There is a left and a right. So the close side goes in. I did a 13 inch extension here just to keep it close, make sure that it will not go under the tire when you're running. This one is a little bit close. He mounted it opposite going back. I didn't set this one up. I would recommend you put it coming out the front on this side to get yourself a little bit further away. But if you're running in tasseled corn, you shouldn't be running that low anyway. But make sure you don't run over that turning through a ditch. That would be bad. You will rip it off. So I will recommend he switches that. Note that this is the center. He's on 10 inches, so he's 30 inches off of center for the first 2 drops. And then from there, you're 60 inches all the way out. So on this side, because of the side mount motor, excuse me, because of the motor mounted on the side, he is extended out farther. He's 26 inch extensions on this side for the primary boom until you get to the hinge, at which point you'll have an offset to get around all of the reinforcement there. And since it sticks out behind the sprayer, we don't need the extension to extend out as far, so we just use a standard 9x13 extension there. Now coming around to the back side of the sprayer, on this part here, we now have that same angle bracket on this side to stop it as it folds up. It'll catch there. You will have to be careful if you have any kind of extra fertilizer output on the nozzle bodies. You'll need a different mounting bracket than this. Because it will come out straight underneath, right in between. So actually, if you have those, you'll have to be mounted over off to the side here with an offset, and then the folding wedge. This part here is the folding wedge. So you'll then bolt that onto the offset. But otherwise, everything else is the same. And so then over here, we've got these. This one's an offset because of the breakaway reinforcement on this passenger side, and then this one's direct mount out on the tip. So that's what we've got.